Now I want to do something with speed and speed control. So like back in the old days, we used tape. You know those big machines, you may have seen them, and they had these tape machines that ran, you recorded the tape. And you could turn the speed, slow the speed down and speed it up. You get real slow, okay, like a chipmunk, real high. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is how it works in Logic. So it's called VariSpeed. I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna click on Logic right now, and I'm gonna go down here to the transport section. I'm going to customize the transport bar here. And I'm going to go right here where it says display and go to VariSpeed. Right there. Click on VariSpeed. And then you'll notice here in the bottom it says speed only. So I'll press OK, click on that, and we're good to go. Now here in speed only, see, you click this button off and on, this plus or minus button right here. And we have the ability to use speed. So here in speed, I can control the speed. And see that I put the cursor that says speed variation, it's going to say. So if I scroll up here a little bit and press play, it's much faster. And I can go even faster, go high at this, and then I'll go back to the top again and press play. So we can turn the speed of the audio files up and down. This is not good for Midi. It won't work for Midi in speed, but it will work for all your regions, your audio file regions, okay? So I can also go further down. I can go down here like this, and I'm dragging it down with the mouse, and it says -8 there. So I'll play. Now this is kind of cool. I know it may not seem it's really great for you, and know it's the big deal, but sometimes you can do some really cool stuff where you can like slow it down, then record on it, then speed back up. And so you can learn to get some techniques with recording, because it's all about being creative and applying this to getting some really cool tracks, you know what I mean? So I can do that. That's just speed only there, right? So that's speed. And I can go up here and I go right back to 0. Or what I can actually do is I can click in here. I'm going to double click and see I can speed myself. So I say, okay, wait. We got speed there. We're going to go to 0. So I'm going to go to 0, 0.00, enter. And then we're back to 0 again, right? I can also click in here and I have several options. I can do VariSpeed pitchwise. This is pitchwise right here. Now I'm going to do the pitchwise thing here. And this is pitch and speed. So I'm going to go up here and scroll up. And then we're going to go play. Now the pitch changed. Before, the bass was the same pitch, no matter whether I sped it up or slowed it down. But now, when I do the VariSpeed, I actually pitched it up. So the pitch of the bass line pitched up and the drums pitched up there. Let's hear it back one more time. So if I had a vocal, it'd be real chipmunky, you know what I mean? And I can also slow it down, and it will drag it down. Now watch this. As you can see, so we're changing the pitch there while we're changing the pitch. Now, what I said before you can play something during the speed only was that it just changed the speed, the pitch remains the same. So you can play a guitar line or some other line in there and speed it back up. Will help you to play a line that could have been too fast to play before. You can play it now at a slower speed, and you can also do little tricks with vocals as well. Now here at VariSpeed, this is where you can slow it down when you don't care about the pitch. You may want to just get some sort of feel, and maybe you want to have that kind of feel to it. And I'm going to go right back here. Double click again right there, and I'm going to press 0.00. We're back to 0%. We're back to the original. So remember, that's how you get back to the original. Now, let me lift up here a little bit so we can see this menu again. And now I'm clicking on here again. See, that's my right click right there. So I'm going to go back to my regular display. Okay, so now I'm going to right click. I'm right clicking where it says speed, and it says speed only VariSpeed, and this is speed and MIDI. So if I select this, this will also slow the MIDI tracks down and speed them back up. Now we know we can't do speed, VariSpeed with the track so that we can make the MIDI stuff do up and down. But this is VariSpeed in a sense where I can actually vary the speed up. The MIDI will still maintain the pitch, and so will the tracks, the audio tracks. But in this way, everything will change up and down. This works across all tracks. Now this is different than Flex. With Flex, I can do it on individual tracks. But here in VariSpeed and speed control, I can do it on all the tracks. And we'll cover Flex later on in our lessons. Now also right here, I'll show you one more thing here. So I click here, click right up there. Perfect. You can see we can do results in tempo changes. See, it's the BPM there. Or we can do results in tuning. Or we can get results in tuning reference in hertz. But in this case, we're just going to do it in terms of percentage. Okay.